Alright. I don't know if that just worked or not. The little thing says it's recording now, so I'm gonna start talking. Get this show on the road, as they say. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing this ridiculous helmet on my head. It's a good question. I'm not really prepared to answer that at the moment, so I'm gonna keep talking. Here's the deal. I hear some of you at home or wherever you're watching this are interested in going to Passion down in Atlanta, or you're not interested in going to Passion, which is why I'm here, not in person, but enough to care about you to send this video at 1 o'clock in the morning when I have to get up at, I have to leave here at 6:50. You tell me what kind of sacrifice that is. Reason number 2 is this. Have you ever wanted to be a part of something that was kind of like unbelievably mind-blowing? I venture to say yes. If you have, you should probably try skydiving. I hear it's really cool. However, if you can't afford skydiving, Passion is a lot less expensive. So, you should go if you want to be part of something totally, radically awesome. Reason number 4 why you should go is because you get to really, and I'm being serious here, you really do get to see God work in a global sense, you know? Because I know you kind of lose sight of the fact that there's this whole big planet with tons of people out there, and not just people, but people who are in need. And Passion kind of opens your eyes to that, and it allows you to take very literally to be a part of that, and of reaching needs, and of reaching people, not only meet their physical needs, but to let that be a way in, to let people even go further than that, meet spiritual needs. And the vision that you come away with just for what's happening around the world, God's activity around the world is just incredible. And there's some really cool opportunities and ways to where you can give to things. You can buy chickens for like a village. You can pay for like a family to have a chicken or like a pig or something like that. Really practical, and it costs you like $5, you know. And you can give that and be a part of that. You can help fund a project to build a well so a village has clean water. You can help pay for an Afghan family who's been devastated with war and stuff. They're not terrorists, but you can help them get back on their feet through by helping with a small business loan. You can sponsor organizations, rescue operations, to go in and rescue girls out of the sex slave trade. And I mean, you're literally funding that, you know? And it's crazy. Just all the different things. You can help fund an operation for a child who is going to die by a very curable operation just because they can't afford it, you know? And so by paying $20, you know, you're literally sending Jesus into the world in a very practical way. And he calls us to love people. And so by going to this conference, you're not the only one getting fed, but you get to serve through it. We're allowed at this conference to have to be like 25 to like 18, something like that. And so it's all people our age, and it's people that are seeking the Lord. And so whenever you're at this arena or stadium, you know, filled with people, and you look around and realizing they're all my age, and we're all like serving, and we're all giving, and we're all like pursuing Christ. And it's just something about seeing our generation do that and gather together, and to see the body at work is just really impactful and really inspiring, and definitely worth the price to go down there and to be a part of it. And it's more than just a cause. It's more than just like oh man, let's go, like, you know, sit on some steps in Washington, D.C. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. Those are cool. But, you know what I mean? It goes bigger than that, because Jesus is there, you know, and because it's believers, and it's the body. And the last reason I want to say is go to Passion because Jesus is there. And I know it sounds really cliche, but at the end of it all, if you go to Passion and come away thinking, wow, that was a great concert, or wow, those were great worship leaders, or wow, those were great speakers who were like really leading our generation. Basically, if you go and come away with everything I just told you why you should go, you will have gone in vain. Not that anything's wrong with those people, or those things even, but at the root of it all, those things are the byproduct of an awesome time being where Christ is at work. And to see how God has just blessed this gathering over the last couple years of college students, of young people around the world, to be a part of that and to see the Lord, and to get His perspective on what's happening, and just who He is, and to deepen your love for Him. As I mentioned earlier, if you're dry, and if you're really like, man, I'm not really sold out for Jesus, but I want to be, go. Jesus says, those who seek me find me. If you seek me with all your heart. And I know you might be saving up for something. You might be saving up for some vacation time. You might be saving up for a car. I'm in that boat. You might be saving up financially for something. You may even just want a break. Maybe you've been working a lot and school and stuff, and you're thinking, man, I don't want to make a trip down to Atlanta. And could I just encourage you to make those, in perspective, small sacrifices to go and to follow after Christ. Christ will not love you any more or any less if you go to Passion. But we have a choice to pursue God. And you can pursue Him as hard as you want or as lackadaisical as you want. And it's worth pursuing God in that way. So if you're seeking direction, if you're seeking something awesome, go. And it's not Passion that's going to change you. It's not a conference that's going to change you. It's not a worship leader that's going to change you. It's Jesus. And you get a clear picture of who He is. But you got to go. There's a cost to following after Christ. And while this is a very small cost, our lives aren't on the line here, it's worth going. It's worth spending the time and the money. I promise. I promise you won't regret it. I went last year. That's why I know all this. And the Lord really used it to help release me of some things I was holding on to and didn't want to let go of. And just to see how God worked was awesome. To see the body at work was awesome and beautiful. And like I said, you don't have to go. God's going to love you the same. But it's a really neat and awesome way to pursue Christ and to be a part of how He's at work around the world, and even you and in this group that God has you with right now, the people around you. So, that being said, it is officially 1:16 in the morning, and I only have one Twizzler left, and my head's getting kind of hot in this thing. So, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye, and think about what I said, and think about what Jonathan's told you. He's not lying, and yeah, I hope to see you there in January down in hot Atlanta, baby. So, take care, take luck. May the force be with you always. And I'll see ya when I see ya. Das Vidania.